Lime. Duh. Stone Cold as a podcaster, as a personality, is very fucking interesting. He does this thing that interviewers do where he asks a question and it feels like he'll listen to your answer, but then he wants to tell you a story. So his question was, he was like, hey, how did you come up with the Claymore? And then Drew tells his story, and then he's like, hey, he's like, oh, cool story. Here's how I came up with the Stone Cold Stunner. And then he tells the whole story. It's not like hey, I relate to you because of this. It's just like, oh, hold on a sec.
What is that?
I'm getting Skyped on my phone. Oh, it's a random number. Let me get this. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, Dan Black. It's your boy Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh my God! It's Stone Cold Steve Austin
Wow.
calling me.
That's right. I'm calling you
Wow.
from the landline. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Stone Cold. It's funny. I was just talking about you. I was watching the interview. I was watching the Stone Cold Sessions on the WWE Network. Great job. Saw you interview Drew. You told your story about coming up with the Stunner, which I thought was kind of, I thought that was kind of weird because you were interviewing Drew, so I thought you'd kind of want to hear from Drew. But
Yeah, the year was 1994. It was me and Michael P.S. Hayes. We were shooting the shit at Fuddruckers, and he said to me, "You know what you should do? You should drop people on that stack of dimes they call the neck. Hit him with a Stone Cold Stunner." And I said, "Michael, you gonna finish that hamburger? Looks pretty tasty." And he said, "No, I'm not gonna finish the hamburger. You want some?"
Stone Cold, sorry to interrupt you. I didn't say, can I hear this? I heard the story already. I heard it on the. I didn't say, can I hear the story? I was saying that I just thought, you were interviewing him, whatever. But why did you call me? I'm curious. Did you have a question for me?
Well, look, to be honest, I'm out here on the mean streets of Los Angeles, and I heard my Stone Cold sense was tingling, and I thought, I got Dan Black's number. It feels like he might be talking about me, so I'm going to hit him up. And I got a few questions for you since the last time that we spoke.
Oh, all right, cool. That's all, dude. That's an honor, Stone Cold. I'd love to give you this information. What do you want to know?
Well, look, I mean, I heard that you got sick.
Yeah.
I heard you got the COVID-19.
I did, yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about your experience there, like if it made you, if you're humbled by the experience, or what was that experience like?
Well, I'm still going through it now. I'm still coughing a little bit. It was pretty tough. I had fever for a little bit. It was pretty dramatic to see a positive test, But ultimately, I'm glad that I survived. Just grateful, feeling grateful now,
Let me ask you a question. When I was a child, I got the flu, right? And so I was about 10 years old. I got the flu, and I got 104 fever. And my mom says to me, Steve, you're sweating bullets, right? And I said, Mom, look, I don't feel well. I don't think I can go to school today. Okay. So then my mom says, look, you got to go to school.
Right.
You got to go to school because learning is important. So then I said, well, I don't feel like I'm up to it. I don't feel like I got the right kind of health requirements, and I don't want to put these other children at risk, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm coughing, I'm sneezing, I'm sweating. I can't smell anything on account of the 104 fever, right?
So
and I turn on the TV.
Yeah. Do you mind if I interrupt you, or
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out when the glass shatter. Seems to be kind of random.
It's random.
Yeah. Well, are you just telling me a story about being sick? It felt like you asked me about me being sick with a deadly virus, and then you just talked about when you had a mild flu when you were a kid. Do you have any response to my sickness? Yeah, like you asked me about it.
I mean, look, I'm just spinning a tale, man. I'm a storyteller. I'm just trying to relate to you. I'm trying to let you know that I've been through the same thing.
I was being rude. Any other questions for me? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, look, we're both podcasters, right? We both got this medium. We both got this platform. I was wondering, how did you decide that you wanted to get into podcasting?
Okay. Yeah. No. Good question. Well, mainly because I was not booking acting parts, and so I was like, what do I do with all this time? I got a lot to say, and it felt like another medium to have myself be heard. But how I specifically got into wrestling podcasting is I noticed I was talking to it's actually an interesting story. I noticed I would I'd go to audition rooms and sit there and be talking to other comedians about wrestling. And so that's why I thought of comedians and wrestling. This will be the conversations comedians are happening about wrestlers.
About 10 years ago, I was walking around my apartment in Santa Monica, California, and my wife says to me, you're just gibbering to yourself. You're just talking to yourself, walking around. The dogs don't care about it. Moolah don't care about it. And she said, you should put it on the radio. You should get your radio show. And I said, I don't listen to the damn radio. I got my sports talk radio I listen to, and I got my hunters, video blogs that I watch on YouTube, right? And it never occurred to me that I could do something like podcasting. So I decided to jump into it, right? And it's been such a learning experience for me,
So I don't know what you're talking. I gotta be honest. It feels like you just want to hear yourself.
I asked you a question, and then I'm giving you my response.
Yeah, but we're not having a conversation, even. I'm with all due respect,
All right. No, I get it.
How about we ask me one of these questions you have for me, and then let's kind of stay on that topic. You know what I mean?
All right. What's your favorite food?
My favorite.
I love Chinese food because it's got that umami flavor, right? It's not sweet, it's not salty, it's not sour, it's somewhere in between. So I love Chinese food, especially like Szechuan chicken. I love spicy foods. I love to sweat. Goes down good with a Stone Cold Steve Austin IPA from El Segundo Brewing Company.
Stone Cold. You didn't even let me say my favorite food. What's my favorite food? What did I say?
You said Chinese food.
All right. Do you have any more questions for me?
Yeah. What time is it? I lost my watch.
What time is it?
Yeah. I don't have my watch. I just need to know what time it is.
You called me to know what
I got
time
an appointment. Yeah, I got an appointment.
It's
so I don't.
3:33.
I was born at 10:15 a.m. in Abilene, Texas.
All right, Stone Cold, you gotta go. Stone Cold, I gotta hang up on you, Stone Cold. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, Stone Cold. All right, they won't let me hang up on him. Hold on. Wow. All right. Anyway,
Take his Skype call.
it's a huge star for the podcast. So I'll honestly, I'm okay with All right. Well, anyway, Stone Cold, thank you for calling me. It's nice to hear from you, but Jesus Christ.